It's Sunday, May 23rd, 2021. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you share this video. Make sure you subscribe to this channel and make sure you hit that bell notification down below. Also, check out my Patreon channel. This video today is going to be kind of a two-series type video. First, I want to start with what's happening in the crypto market. And secondly, I'm going to go back to what's happening to the local economy here in the Palm Springs area. I'll continue to show you what's happening to office space and small business and show you what's happening with this recovery, because there really is no recovery. So we're going to continue with that. Dan Golka, special guest today. So stay tuned and watch that. But I want to talk about what I woke up to this morning. Bitcoin, $31,000. And when I see what's happening in the crypto world right now, it's concerning, because I'm very worried about people who've been speculating and gambling in these markets. I make these videos to wake people up. I make these videos so that people think for themselves and that they use some caution, that they diversify their portfolios. And so many people now have been suckered, bamboozled, fooled into thinking that everything is going to be okay, that everything is safe. They don't realize the repercussions. They don't see the dangers. They don't see how quick a market can turn. They just believe everything continues to go up, this fear of missing out. And we have so many people now who are oblivious to corrections and collapses. And many of these people are in cryptos. They believe that they can only go up, and they continue to double down, triple down, and see no fear. CNBC this morning, Bitcoin resumes sell-off over weekend, falls below $32,000. Bitcoin fell roughly 16% to $31,700 by 12:27 p.m. Eastern Time. Wednesday, Bitcoin plunged more than 30% at one point to nearly $30,000. Remember, it was at a high of nearly $65,000. Chinese authorities and the U.S. Treasury last week announced moves to tighten regulations and tax compliance on cryptocurrencies. This is a big problem, ladies and gentlemen. The U.S. government is not going, and the Fed are not going to allow competition. They are not going to allow competition to the U.S. dollar. And so what is this going to mean for the stock market now? If cryptos crash, what does that mean for the stock market? Does that mean money will just pour into it, or does this mean we could possibly see big dangers ahead in the stock market? So many people are going to get wiped out, ladies and gentlemen. The stock market is overinflated. It's a massive bubble. Cryptos, massive bubble. You know, it just takes one bubble to pop and they all pop. So it'll be very interesting to see what's going to happen if cryptos can rebound, buy the dip. How many people are going to buy the dip, or how many people are beginning to realize that the government is not going to allow the competition? China is not going to deal with cryptos, and China, you could argue, is the biggest economy in the world now. So, you know, I hate to make predictions, but I see big trouble in the crypto world. This, again, is why I believe in holding hard, tangible assets, something with a history, something that you can get to, something physical. Over $1 trillion have flooded out of the crypto markets this week. All the cryptos right now across the board are down. Dogecoin absolutely massacred. China is closing the crypto market, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a huge, huge deal. There's not enough outlets right now that accept cryptos, and this is going to be another big problem. Tesla coming out and saying that they're not going to accept it. Big trouble. U.S. government wants to create a digital currency now, right? So do you really think they're going to allow any type of competition towards the dollar or their digital currency? Not going to happen. Another concern that I want to talk about, not just cryptos, but it's going to be this inflation. And many people are saying if this inflation continues to run warm into September, get ready to see interest rates go up. And now I know a lot of people say that's impossible. We can't do it. The debt's too big. It's possible, ladies and gentlemen. Rates could go up. And to the people out there who are making money right now, maybe it's in real estate, maybe it's in cryptos, these people buying Lambos, buying the big cars, They don't know what's going to happen a year or two. We have all this lucky money, all this new money over the last couple of years that has flowed into the market. And people are living so far beyond their means. They believe the gravy train is going to go on forever, for years. Save your money, ladies and gentlemen. Be very, very careful here. We are in uncharted waters, very uncertain times. Taxes, no doubt, are going up. Inflation is going up. Interest rates are going to go up, whether you believe that or not. Put cash away because that rainy day is coming. Going back to lifestyles, people who've maybe made a few bucks in real estate right now, they may not have been around back in 2008. You could have made $1 million back in 04, 05, 06, even 07. By 2008, you literally could have went to zero. And now you have 08, 09, 2010, 11. The market was just sick. And people that were making big money in real estate, in lending, anything to do pretty much in the housing market, contractors, everybody was making big money and overnight like that. Contractors who had 100 employees working for them, driving the big 48-foot offshore boats in Lake Havasu, devastated. 2 workers, two employees left. Plumbing companies, contractors, lenders, real estate agents, you name it, builders, literally overnight wiped out. And if you don't have money put away to go through that next 4 or 5 years where it's going to be a downturn, where it's going to be very, very slow, you're not going to survive. So put your money away. So many people now who've made this new money or who've made some of this lucky money just believe this is how it is, that it's going to go on forever. It is not going to go on forever. So many people that have gambled into the cryptos, going 90% in, 100% in, mortgaging the house, selling everything to go in and buy cryptos. These people right now are going to be getting very, very nervous. People running up credit cards to buy into cryptos. People, again, sold everything, mortgaged the house to buy into the stock market, this overinflated bubble. This is going to end bad, ladies and gentlemen. People are going to get annihilated. So many people acted like they knew so much, about cryptos, they knew so much about the stock market, and people are going to find out that these people knew absolutely nothing. What you need to know is history. You need to look back at history. And these people are oblivious to history. History always repeats itself. And you better have a diverse portfolio. Diversify here. Make sure you have cash put away. Make sure you have hard assets. This thing, look, I'm not saying that everything's going to crash tomorrow. I'm not saying the stock market's going to crash next week. I'm not saying the crypto market is going to crash next week. But take a look at what is beginning to happen. The warning signs are here. They're going to raise taxes. Interest rates are going to go up. China is banning cryptos, and the US government and the Fed and every central bank across the world is not going to allow the competition of cryptocurrencies. Not going to happen. So be very, very cautious if you're in these markets. I hope that you pulled some of the profits out because it may go up tonight or tomorrow. It might go up $20,000, but this thing's on borrowed time. This bubble is going to pop. If it doesn't pop this year, it could pop next year. It could pop tomorrow. It could pop next week. You don't know. You better be diversified. You better have some cash put away. You better have some assets. And for the people out there making the lucky money, people who have had the ability to take advantage of this gravy train in real estate or cryptos, this lucky money is going to run out. So make sure you're prepared for a rainy day, because these rainy days aren't going to last a week or a month. They're going to last for years. When this housing bubble crashes, which it will, it's not coming back for years. So if you made $1 million this year, you're going to need to use that. You're going to need to save that $1 million for the next 4 or 5 years till this thing begins to recover in the housing market. If you made a bunch of money in cryptos, I don't know if we will have much of a crypto market in 4 or 5 years. We may have a government type digital currency, a central bank currency. So put away for a rainy day, have that cash reserve put away, and these people who are living these lifestyles, believing that the gravy train is going to last forever, I've got bad news for you. You're going to get absolutely wiped out. So be very, very cautious here. We're going to go into the second half now and just take a look at what is happening to this economy and tell me that you shouldn't be holding hard assets, that you shouldn't have a cash reserve put away, that you shouldn't be adjusting your lifestyle right now for what's coming. Take a look at the warning signs. Look at the office space. Look at the restaurant closures. Look at the vacant buildings. Take a look at what is going on and pay attention to the warning signs. This is a trend that is going to get much worse, ladies and gentlemen. The people who are awake, aware, and living in reality are going to continue to prepare for this. And the people who aren't, they're going to party until the music ends. And when the music ends, they're going to be in very, very big trouble. Don't be one of these people. Most of you, if you've been here, probably recognize this building, the old Goodyear building. I don't know, 20 years, 25 years this thing's been vacant. And it's still sitting here. I mean, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Now on the backside of downtown Palm Springs on Indian. So there's Palm Canyon, the backside Indian. So now we're heading north. And it gets very, very sketchy very, very fast.
This is bad. It was bad over there, but it's so much worse over here. I mean, this is like the worst areas of Los Angeles that we saw 2 blocks away.
I don't know if it's quite that bad, but I'm going to tell you, it is resembling parts of Los Angeles, no doubt. There's homeless people everywhere talking to themselves, yelling at themselves, little tents popping up, and you got stuff like this. The vacancies really multiply here on the backside of Palm Springs on Indian Canyon. So it's definitely been hit much worse on this side than Palm Canyon. So we'll see if we can get a little bit more video here. So we're off a street called Talkowitz, right off of Palm Canyon. Realty World, for lease. Look at this, gone, for lease. I come down here a little bit farther. Here's another one right here, for lease, boom. Here's another one next to that one, for lease, boom. I come down a little farther, here's another one right here, for lease. You get the picture? Things aren't looking too good, are they? I shot this a long time ago, this office area, and it's completely vacant. Nothing has changed. Let's run through here real quick. I'm going to show it to you. Again, we're off Talkowitz Canyon here in Palm Springs, and nothing has changed. Everything in here is empty. Empty. I mean, everything around here is empty. Everything, everything. This is all empty, ladies and gentlemen. What is going to return to repair this? I mean, this whole thing is gone. Yeah, the Indian Canyon side is really taking the brunt of it. All gone. All gone.
You know what's funny is there was a great article and stories that I saw on TikTok where they said that the last fall of Bitcoin was manufactured. And this guy had a pretty good argument on this, and it made a lot of sense. But again, how do you have a safe haven asset that people can manipulate like this and get the price dumped to 30,000 so that their friends can get into it? This is crazy. It's absolutely nuts.
So Bitcoin literally fell 30% in a few hours because Elon Musk put something on his Twitter account, right? And that's how can it be a safe haven asset when one individual can create so much chaos, so much turmoil in this asset class? I don't understand it. And anybody that thinks it's safe, what if this guy wakes up tomorrow, had a hard night of partying or whatever, and decides, hey, I'm going to sell 25% of my Bitcoin? What would happen? If he said he was going to sell 10% tomorrow, this thing craters. What if he sells 50? So your wealth now depends on what Elon Musk is thinking or what he tweets.
But yeah, and the other thing about this is that if you don't believe that the IRS is going to come down on this very hard, you're foolish. And there's a couple things. Dave Portnoy just announced in a big flashy video that he's now in the SafeMoon business, and he's going to invest in SafeMoon, that sub-penny crypto. And he was on one of the business channels, and the host said, you know what, if this was a stock, what you've just done is completely illegal, and you would be investigated by the SEC. He says, wait a second, I haven't sold anything. I haven't pumped anything up and dumped it. But you guys don't understand, this trouble is coming to cryptos.
Yes.
Every single transaction that you've made will be treated just like a stock trade. And when you have a stock trade and you sell it, you buy it today, you sell it tomorrow, did it go up? You're supposed to pay taxes on that. And that's what's going to happen with crypto.
That's a good point. I've talked to a couple people, personal friends. They went to go do their taxes. The first thing their accountant asked them is, did you buy or sell any cryptos? So
why?
Listen,
Why would he ask that, JB?
Yeah.
Do you think that maybe that they should be responsible for that and pay the taxes on the income that they made?
The Fed is not going, or any other central bank for that matter, is not going to allow the competition. So if you've made money, God bless you. I hope you were smart with it, and I really hope you pulled some of those profits out, because I think that I think the cryptos are going to have some real serious trouble ahead. And according to this article on CNBC, the Fed this summer will take another step ahead in developing a digital currency. Do you think that they're going to allow the competition with their digital currency? Do you think they're going to allow the Bitcoins and the Dogecoins to compete with their digital currency, to compete with the US dollar? No way.
We were at a fine coin dealer today who sells every type of collectible that there is, from gold, silver, coins, baseball cards, manuscripts, everything. He is convinced that Bitcoin's going to zero because he is convinced that the federal government's going to step in and have their own type of cryptocurrency and determine that all these others are illegal. Now, maybe this guy's an imbecile and he's crazy and you guys are going to write all these comments below, but what if this guy's 10% right? I mean, and the Feds step in, they got a real problem with the cryptos. So, again,
do you really think that the Fed or any central bank in the world is going to allow the competition? I don't think so. And so when you look at the vulnerability that it has from a tweet from Elon Musk, Dogecoin jumps after Elon Musk's tweet fans more wild cryptocurrency trading, CNBC. So this one individual can literally crater the entire crypto world. So, I mean, is this really a place where you think you need to be? And the question is, we go back to, last year when the markets crashed 20%, Bitcoin crashed 85%. We just saw it go from 65,000 to 30,000 in a matter of 2-3 weeks. and it cratered 30%
What's a
within
buying
hours.
opportunity, JB? Come on, JB.
Buy the dip.
Buy the dip.
Buy the dip. I see everybody running to Bitcoin, the cryptos, and all this fool's gold, Ponzi scheme, fake money, whatever. And we see the money printing. We see inflation heating up right now, and I think it's extremely important to be owning some of this stuff.
Well, it's more than important. Okay, so here's how it works. Your mind's eye, you got two hands, it's a scale. In this scale right here, we have all types of tangible assets. And this is what are tangible assets. It's your home, it's dirt, it's silver, platinum, gold, copper, it's rare coins, certified US coins, it's diamonds, it's jewelry, it's artwork, it's baseball cards.
Right.
Okay, so what you want to have here is what's going to go up higher when you have the losing power of your dollar.